Hey everyone, thanks for coming back. I love Elon Musk too. Do we love him? I love him. I had no idea that Elon had backed me the other day. He didn't tell me, but it looks like he gives me $45 million every month. Not $5 million, $45 million every month. I recently called him to let him know I was coming here and check on him. He didn't even mention it. Other guys give you $2, and you have to treat them well. Musk has recently thrown his considerable power behind President Trump and given him a lot of money to help him with his political goals. This move by Musk isn't just a side story, it's a strategic move that will have big effects. Musk is a leader in the tech industry who is known for seeing the future. You might be wondering why he would support a politician whose government had mixed reviews for its tech and environmental policies. What does this say about Musk's ideas for how technology and politics will work together in the future? Now let's talk about another important person, J.D. Vance. He is a rising political star with a bold idea that goes against the way environmental policy is going now. Vance's America First strategy on vehicle credits is very different from other efforts to cut carbon emissions. Vance isn't just trying to change policy when he wants to replace funding for electric vehicles, EVs, with credits for gas-powered vehicles made in the U.S. He's trying to rewrite the rules for the future of American cars. This makes me wonder a few things. Should we really take this back when it comes to environmental policy? Or is it just a clever nod to American industry that will help create more jobs in the area? When you put these two topics together at the point where policy and business meet, the possible end of EV tax credits is a direct threat to companies like Tesla that have benefited greatly from these subsidies. Together, Musk's backing for Trump and Vance's idea could mean a big change in how cars are made and how environmental policies are made. What changes will Tesla make if the tax credit for electric cars, a big part of what drives its sales, is changed to one for petrol vehicles? Will this change lead to new ideas, or will it slow down efforts to protect the environment? As we dig deeper into these problems, let us think about the workers at Jeep in Toledo. They might benefit right away from these policy changes by having their jobs protected and getting extra money. But what does this mean for the story of climate change and sustainable development as a whole? People like Musk and Vance have actions and policies that affect each other in complicated ways that make us think about where society and its leaders are going. Are we seeing a shift in the goals of politics and technology that could change the future of both business and the environment? What effects might these choices that focus on the United States have on the rest of the world? By 2023, more than $250 billion had been invested in North America's battery and electric vehicle (EV) supply chain. Half of that amount came from self-production. This isn't just a number, it's a sign of independence and technological strength in the home. During this time of change, Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is at the center. Musk could possibly work for Trump's government. Such a change would have very serious effects. With Musk's help, policy could be changed in ways that would help Tesla's sales and make the U.S. more energy independent. This alignment does, however, make me wonder how personal business goals and public policy duties can sometimes overlap. Musk's support for former President Trump is a big deal that will have effects on politics and business, especially in the electric car industry. This support goes beyond just agreeing with the candidate. It strategically places the EV industry, which has been praised by liberal lawmakers as a key part of environmental progress, into a larger national conversation about American manufacturing and innovation. Throughout history, the push for electric cars has been closely linked to environmental policies led by Democrats. This has sometimes caused disagreements between the public and politicians. Musk's support for a well-known Republican figure, on the other hand, could help bridge this partisan gap by showing how Tesla helps the U.S. economy through technological progress and local manufacturing, in addition to protecting the environment. This change could get a lot of new Republican support for EVs by showing them as both ways to fight climate change and signs of growth in American industry. Adding more security to protect Tesla and Musk shows how complicated and dangerous it can be to mix business and politics. As Musk becomes a more well-known political figure, the security worries about him and his company show how rough it can get when high-stakes business and national politics meet. These factors not only affect how the business runs on a daily basis, but they also show how societal and political tensions rise when a business leader takes a clear position on an issue that people don't agree with. It's possible that this strategic political alignment will change industry standards, customer behavior, and the laws that govern the use and development of electric cars in the U.S. It makes us think about where environmental policy, energy independence, and new technologies are going in the future. It also shows how complicated personal and business politics can be in shaping market and public realities. Now let's talk about Tesla's progress in technology. Tesla's release of full self-driving FSD version 12.5 is a big step forward in the technology used to communicate between vehicles. With this method, Tesla cars can share real-time information about the road conditions without having to wait for software updates. Imagine cars that can not only drive themselves but also talk to each other about important things like road closures, traffic changes, and more. Tesla's latest feature releases, which are meant to improve the general user experience, show that the company is always looking for new ways to do things. Adding a weather forecast app for a particular area is a great example of this commitment. By adding real-time, location-specific weather data straight to the dashboard of the car, Tesla is not only making things easier for drivers, but also making them safer by helping them plan ahead for and get through bad weather more efficiently. But there are some problems that come up when new tools are used together. Tesla's trouble adding YouTube Music to its ecosystem shows the usual problems that come up when making software, like making sure it works on multiple platforms, meeting strict quality standards, and figuring out the complicated world of digital rights management. As Tesla tries to meet the high standards of its tech-savvy customers, these delays serve as a reminder of the fine line that must be drawn between new ideas and dependability. Even with these problems, Tesla is still working to add new features. This is part of a larger plan to not only be the leader in making electric cars, but also to set new standards for what is possible in car technology. This dedication is very important for creating a better and more dynamic driving experience. It also helps the industry move forward while dealing with the difficulties that come with integrating cutting-edge technology. Let's take a closer look at Tesla's newest plan to change the way energy is stored and how people travel by electric car. Tesla's work on the 4680 battery cell, which is meant to change the industry, is at the heart of this technical progress. One problem is that it's not always easy. The team is currently working on a problem with battery core falls, which is a big technical problem that could make it harder to make more of them. Elon Musk has set a big goal for high-volume production by September. This shows how important it is to find answers to electric sheath collapses right away. Also, a single battery pack for the Cybertruck has been successfully made, which means that production will have to be scaled up to meet expected demand. Moving on to foreign growth, Tesla wants to use its megapacks to increase the amount of electricity that can be stored in Australia's national market. Tesla's powerful megapack technology is used in this project, which is set to start selling cars in 2026. The project not only shows how global Tesla is, but it also shows how committed the company is to improving energy facilities all over the world. Once they get back home, Tesla keeps coming up with new ideas that are focused on the customer. It now has a choice to increase the Model I's energy storage capacity. For an extra cost, owners can make their cars go farther. This service shows how responsive Tesla is to customer comments and market needs. Tesla also adds a rule that lets battery pack changes happen for a fee. This gives customers more options and makes their cars last longer, but it puts Tesla in a tough financial spot because keeping batteries on hand up front hurts their cash flow. The company also has to deal with pressures from outside sources, like EU taxes and problems getting patents for its work on 5G technology for cars. This shows how difficult it can be to do business in places with strict rules. Electric cars are expected to grow a lot over the next 10 years, which is a very positive sign for the future. The growing number of charging stations and the falling prices of EVs are likely to make them very popular. General Motors' statement that it won't meet its 2025 EV goals has an interesting side effect. It's helped Tesla, as its stock price has gone through the roof as investors reevaluate what they expect from the leaders in the industry. As we come to the end of our look at Tesla's cutting-edge innovations, and business moves, it's clear that the company is not only changing the future of electric cars, but also global energy solutions and new technology. Every new thing that Tesla does, from making big steps forward in battery technology to working on energy projects around the world, is part of its big plan to make the future greener and more technologically advanced. We hope that this exploration has given you useful information about how Tesla has changed the car and energy industries. What do you think Tesla's innovations will mean for the future of energy use and transportation? What problems do you think Tesla will face as it continues to come up with new ideas in these areas that are changing so quickly? And how might Tesla's plans affect trends in the industry as a whole? Leave your thoughts in the area below for comments. If you learned something from this movie and want to stay up to date on the latest news and trends in Tesla and electric cars, don't forget to like it and subscribe to Tesla Stock News. Cheers, and we'll see you in our next movie.